Alright guys, check it out. This is a 99 Honda 400EX. I know a lot of people in the comment section in my recent videos have been asking me to get one of these, so we're going to try it out. I know it's a 4-stroke, but still pretty cool 4-wheeler. These have been going for like $2,500 recently to $3,000 depending on the condition. This one popped up for $1,500, which is a pretty good deal already, and then I offered $1,000 because, you know, why not? And the guy came back with $1,100. So basically he says 99 Honda 400EX, runs and drives good, smokes a little, upgraded sprockets, ready to ride. And he sent me a video of it running, sounds pretty good. It's a little rough around the edges, but I think we can deal with that and fix it up a bit. So if it's smoking, it probably needs new rings. So we can put some new rings in it and make it into a little project. So he said it rips though, and it's registered for 2020. So we'll see. It's in Portage, Wisconsin, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away. So we'll see when we get there, but I thought it would be pretty cool. Never owned one of these before, so it should be interesting. I hear they rip, so we'll see. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to be picking this bad boy up, and we'll see how she runs. We've got 1,100 right here. Hopefully we'll only be spending $1,000 today, but got the money right there, and we should be good to go. So stay tuned. All right, so we're on the road. Got about an hour, 8 minutes left here, so quite a ways to go. For this machine, I'm probably gonna check over wheel bearings, swing arm bearings, because those can get pricey. The shocks, because usually shocks and quads are pretty crappy after a while. It needs a new seat cover, so, and it probably needs some new tires as well, and then it needs new rings. So we're probably at like around $200 for all that. Well, $400 with the tires. So, I mean, is it a good deal? Kind of. I mean, it still runs and drives, so we'll see. We like to do projects on the channel, so it's definitely a project, but we can still have fun and rip it around in the meantime before we get the parts. Alright guys, so I was expecting the beast to be a little bit worse than it actually was, so I'm really happy with what it is. Basically all it does is smoke, everything else is perfect on it. I'll show you guys in the back, right there. I literally couldn't find anything else wrong with it besides the smoke, so I had to do the $1,100 because it was, I mean, it's a great quad. It started right up, it was cold, I felt it, started right up with the electric start, worked perfectly, everything worked on it, shifted through all the gears. I mean, what more can you ask for in the quad? The guy was really nice, so that was good. I did have to wait for like 10 minutes for him to show up, but definitely worth it. It's a nice little quad, rips pretty good, has tons of power. So we'll see. We'll get back home, take it for a little rip, and then start digging into it. All right, got her home. Quick look. Tires are pretty bald on it. That's really the only bad thing. Definitely needs a good pressure wash. But we're gonna head to my parents', take it for a little rip, take a closer look at it. But yeah, not too bad. And it's got the side piece of plastic right in here. So that side piece of plastic I thought was missing from the picture, and I looked it up, it was like $100 for that little piece. It's a good thing that was included. But just needs a bolt right here, and one of these tabs is missing right here. So we can probably fab something up for that, but otherwise it looks pretty good. Let's get it home. Alright guys, finally made it to my parents'. Got all the bikes in here. Let's go check out the new quad. Man, I've been wanting one of these for a long time, but they were way overpriced. They're all like $2,500. I'm like, new, not for this old thing. So as soon as that price came up, even I probably would have paid even $1,500 for it. Because it runs, you know, it runs and drives. No leaking from the motor at all. I mean, look how clean that motor is, and it doesn't look like it's ever been taken apart. The The bolts are all like super sharp edges, no new gaskets on it, so I think it's all stock. And it's in pretty good shape. Nothing super bent on it or anything. The only thing that are kind of rough are the tires, but we can get some new tires for it. And then the seat cover obviously isn't the greatest, but it is the original Honda seat cover on there, so that's nice. It's got TAG bars on it, it looks like. The oil goes in right here. Let's check the oil here quick. But all the brakes work. Sprocket and chain look pretty decent on it. Not too rounded off or anything. There's a little play in the chain. Not horrible. Suspension wasn't too soft or anything, so that was good. Battery seemed to crank over the motor pretty good, so that's awesome. It's got 3-inch spacers on the wheels right here. You can see the spacers right there. But yeah, it's a decently clean machine. You can see it says Honda right there. I believe it's in 1999. I didn't check the VIN number at all, but we'll have to check that. But yeah, the back tire tread is pretty much down there, but good for drifting. So we'll have to do some drifting with it. Looks like the carburetor hasn't been cleaned ever before. And then let's see what the air filter looks like. Looks like a K&N air filter in there. But yeah, pretty simple machine. Basically a motor and a frame. But yeah, not too bad at all. We'll get it off the truck, take a closer look, start this bad boy up, and then take a ride. This ramp is completely bent. Thing must be pretty heavy. I mean, it was bent before, but dang. Alright, got her off the truck. Wasn't the easiest thing in the world. Did notice there's a couple cracks in the plastic. But we can plastic weld these and that'll look pretty good. So there's 2 cracks, one right here, and I think the front's all good. We'll have to see if the lights work too. Just looking for any cracks in the frame or anything like that. Suspension feels pretty good. I'm gonna look this over one more time. I looked it over when I bought it, but you never know. Alright, let's give her a crank and see if she starts up here. Alright, to start it up, turn the key to the on position. Should be in neutral. There's a little gas switch right here. That should be on. Let's see. Then reserve is up. Holy man. Gas cap is on there pretty tight. Should be plenty of gas in there. Make sure the switch on the handlebar, the kill switch is on, middle position. Alright, let's crank her over and see what happens here. Alright, there we go. Well, if she starts up, let's see if she goes in the gear here. Alright, she goes pretty good. Has lots of power. Doesn't stay idling though. Maybe it just needs to be warmed up or something. But yeah, she runs pretty good. Let's quick try to do a burnout and a wheelie on the road here. This thing's pretty sweet. I don't know why it's smoking a little bit. It's not horrible, but it is smoking a little bit. The guy wasn't lying about that. I mean, it's not horrible. Probably just needs a new ring put in. Or new rings, I should say. But you can see it lifts up pretty good. Goes pretty good. It has a little wheel wobble when you get into high speeds, but nothing crazy. Motor sounds pretty good. Not too much rattling going on in there. See, it doesn't... smokes a little bit. I'm pretty happy with it though. Runs, it's idling now, so it did just need to be warmed up. Could probably use a carb clean. See if the lights work here. Oh yeah, lights work. Check that out. Cool. Let's see if we can do another wheelie off the gun here. Pops up pretty good. Holy cow. I'm not even leaning back. It's just popping up. So this is definitely a good quad to practice wheelies on. Well guys, that cleaned up a lot better than I even expected it to. Looks pretty good. Check that out. Everything looks really clean on it. We'll have to wipe it down with some degreaser and then get that side cover on, but man, that cleaned up really nice. Alright, we're gonna try to find the VIN number here and see what year this thing is. Typically they're like underneath by the frame over here somewhere, but it could be on the steering stem. Let's see. Not finding it yet. Alright guys, found the VIN number right here. It's 478TE230 something X. So X is the 10th letter. Come over here by the chart, and you see that X matches up with 1999. So it is a 1999. Just wanted to double check before we start working on it. Alright, just trying to put this piece of plastic on. You can see one of the tabs is broken up here and right here, but there is a place for a little bolt right there, so let's put that guy in. Alright, let's see what we're working with for the air filter. It definitely needs to be cleaned out. Not looking the greatest. So we'll clean that out. Looks like there's some crap in here as well. Yeah, we'll really clean out this whole area. That might be why it's not idling that great. This is like clogged pretty good. But yeah, let's see. Looks like there's a bolt hole right there. So let's put a bolt in there, and that should be secure for the plastics. A couple things we can fix on this thing. You can see the weld is broken right here, so we're gonna have to weld that up. We gotta get the air filter out and clean that. This bolt needs to be screwed back in. I don't know if that's stripped or what, but it either has to be retapped or screwed back in. And this thing is completely missing a bolt right there. So that's supposed to be like that. So we have to find the bolt for that. What else does it need here? I think that's pretty much it, and then we can lube up the chain. You can see K&N air filter underneath. Looks like a little rat's nest. We'll get the vacuum, clean that out, and then we'll clean this thing out as best as we can. Gotta blow it out this way with the air compressor. But if you just hit it on the ground here, watch this. You can see all the crap that came off of it. All that stuff came out. So that's clogging it up. Looks brand new. Alright, time for the air filter. Gotta clean that out with the air compressor. pretty good. Hopefully it idles a little bit better now. Alright, found the bolt for it. Let's see if it fits. Nice and tight. Great, that one's fixed. Alright, let's check the oil here quick. I checked it when I was there and it was pretty low, but that was after I got done riding it, so let's quick check it. She's a little low. Got a little Lucas oil here. Add a little bit of that. Alright, we're about halfway up now, pretty close. That's good. Alright guys, so we're gonna plastic weld this gap right here in the plastics. So I braced it up on the other side, a little piece of aluminum, 4 screws right there, and then a zip tie to hold it this way. But we're gonna pour some plastic, weld down there, and hopefully that seals that gap. Should make it a little bit stronger at least. But we're going to take the Dremel and just zip off those nails for the time being. Alright guys, it's all cleaned up. Needs a little bit of painting, like up here for the bumper right here, and a couple pieces on the frame, but nothing serious. It's a good looking quad, and it looks like it's been well taken care of, besides the seat cover and the little rip in the plastics right here. But once we get this plastic welded, that should be all good to go. And then just touch it up with some red paint. Back here it looks like somebody was doing some wheelies with it. Paint's all scraped off, so that grab bar can be painted silver. Rims look really, really nice on it, and everything else looks pretty good. It is $19.99, so it's not going to look perfect, but we can get it as close as possible. And then, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Definitely cleaned up pretty good. Oh yeah, she rips really, really good. First ever Honda 400EX, so I'm pretty happy with it, and definitely has more power than I expected. So next video, stay tuned. We're gonna take it for a proper ride, and then maybe start digging into the motor. Anyway guys, check out lab2.com for motorcycle, ATV, and scooter parts. Lots of great parts up there. And I think that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching guys. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure to hit the like button. And until next time, we are out.